everybody, welcome back to my live stream. It is what is it, the 19th of November already, man. We're cruising right through November. Very fast moving year for me, at least so far. Gonna be on Reflector 30 Charlie here. My daughter should be probably in here any second now. She's getting me a unicorn hat she wants me to wear, so I told her I'll do it. So being a good father, I'm gonna have that going on for me here. So bear with me. Just getting set up here. All right, Haley. Daddy's gonna wear this.
Best. You can't wear it on your hat on.
I'm gonna keep it with my hat on, okay? All right.
Daddy.
I don't want to take off my hat because my hair looks bad.
All right.
Is that okay? Yeah. Do you like Daddy wearing the unicorn hat?
All right. Well, let's get it to not be messy anymore.
You want to turn my light on for me real quick? Yep, it's the right one.
This one?
Yep. Good job.
Turn the fan on?
Nope, don't need the fan on. All right, so hanging out with my daughter here, and also going to do some ham radio. Yes, I'm wearing a unicorn hat. Just making my daughter happy here, which is she's has her own microphone, it looks like, back there as well. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the chat going here. I apologize.
Daddy, I like this one.
You like that one?
I like this one too. It's for singing.
It's for who?
This one's for singing too.
For singing, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to come on a little bit earlier. I apologize. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Got the daughter here. So just trying to make her happy. Copy a new. Trying to get this chat going in the screen here, and then I'll be right with everybody. Hopefully I can get this working. What you doing back there?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I just put the microphone away.
Oh, okay. Good.
Besides, I love this spin around.
See if I can get this thing to work. Hopefully it can work. Yay, I can see Ray in the chat there. All right, everybody. Ray is a mobile N3 EPA over in Texas. Probably the north part of Texas, I'm guessing. I got my 4-year-old right behind me here. You want to see yourself in that one? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Wow. Wow is right, huh? I should put that, they call it the Haley cam. Yeah. Careful. He's going to knock it over.
Very well right here.
All right, Daddy's going to do some live streaming here. All right, for anybody wondering, I'm monitoring a Reflector 30 Charlie right now. Make sure I'm actually on it. Yes, I am. Cool. All right, let's see if I can get somebody on here. All right. Why is this really delayed? Oh, I got the wrong. Sorry about that. All right. Well, the video looks really delayed for the audio. Let me fix something here real quick. 1, 2. And now that my meter is not working at all. There we go. Let me fix it. Give me a second here, Haley.
I love to see myself.
You love seeing yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beth, I love... Daddy, why your chair is all dusty?
Because it's dusty. Oops.
Daddy.
Sorry, it's dusty. All right.
That's okay. Best I can
Yeah,
watch.
I was watching that standoff. That's why it took me a while to get on here. Are you back here? Don, I hope you like my hat here. Let me go to 3 here. Oops. Hope you like the hat. Why is Daddy wearing this hat right now?
I just love it.
You just love it. Okay, that's why Daddy's wearing that hat right now. Daddy's trying to keep Haley occupied so Mommy can work downstairs. So, okay, for right now, everybody watching on the stream. Oh, really? Is that where that was? I noticed the wash. I wonder if is it still going on here? Let me go over to KTLA. KTLA.com. Watch live. I'm going to do it live. Huh?
Daddy.
Haley.
I love to see myself. Daddy, I love seeing myself.
She loves seeing herself.
Daddy, I want to go like this. What is that?
That is a car chase. I bet you I can put it up on the stream if I go like this.
It's fascinating why these pursuits happen in the first place. Like what?
Oh, I got an echo there, and I don't know why, but I can't put the audio on. So anyways, this chase was going on in Southern California through Anaheim, Cerritos, Buena Park. I was listening to it on my scanner a little bit. They're a little too far away for me to get all of it, and it changed over to LAPD, and I didn't know what TAC frequency they're on. So it's gonna kind of keep an eye on that as well as do my stream here. So. Mike, you are correct. So, I'm making you happy. Whoops, I'm making you happy there, Haley.
Daddy.
Yes.
Baby, what about the little?
You what?
No, what about the flowers going to stay well?
The flowers are gonna what?
And best the flower heart band is going to stay well.
It's gonna stay well. I like it. I think people like it. People like it on the stream right here. So. All right. Yeah, I was watching that car chase there for the last couple hours or last hour and a half, whatever, when I was eating lunch. And I was planning on coming on at 2 for 5 p.m. Eastern, but it didn't work out that way. So I'm on now. I'm on reflector 30 Charlie monitoring. I do have that pod up to listen. So I'm going to hop in and say hi. I don't think I hear anybody talking, though. So let's see if I can pull somebody up here. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles and also streaming live on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, K6EGG. Once again, K6EGG is from Southern California, just east of downtown Los Angeles.
K6EGG, this is KB5 Video. Good afternoon to you, Greg.
Hey, Jay, how you doing today? I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I am a unicorn today, thanks to my daughter.
Hey, okay. I'll have to turn on your YouTube channel there. I'm shocked it didn't send me. Usually it, alerts me and lets me know the ones I've got marked whenever they go live on YouTube. I never did get no push from them, which is kind of weird. But I'll go over there and check that out. We just wanted to jump in there and say good afternoon to you. It's sounding good back here in Oklahoma. And we'll let some others check in with you there on your YouTube live stream. K6EGG, KB5 Video.
Excellent, Jay. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just came on about 10 minutes ago, so I don't know if you had your YouTube open. You may not have gotten a alert. So Great to hear you, and hope to make a bunch of contacts. I made a bunch of new contacts the other day and a bunch of new subscribers, so it's always fun to connect with people. So, and talk to others that I've chatted with before. So, Jay, take care. KB5VDO out there in Oklahoma.
All righty, buddy. You're sounding good. 73, K6EGG, KB5 video.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie from 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles, and also streaming live on YouTube if you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine. Today I am a unicorn thanks to my daughter. I'm wearing a unicorn hat, just trying to keep her kind of busy, away from mommy right now while she's doing some work. So this is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie here in Southern California.
Spring tonight. This is Frank, KN4QJ.
I hear Frank in there, KN4QJ, and I also hear Dana N7UFT out there in Diamond Bar. Stand by there, Dana. Yeah, Frank, how you doing today? This is great, K6EGG.
I'm doing just fine, thank you. Like I say, oh, there's your daughter. She looks cute behind you. And you look mighty colorful. And wore myself out today, out mulching leaves. They're falling like raindrops, I'm telling you. And it's supposed to get worse, I think, Sunday after some rain. But yeah, I see you scrolling down my page there. I got a few pictures there. There's my first station that I ever had. I don't know what was on the bottom of my station there, some advertisement or something. But I thought I'd jump over here before the net here starts at 7 and saw you were here and thought I'd jump in and say good afternoon to you. Well, I'll let you go catch the other gentleman, and you have a great weekend if I don't talk to you later. KN4QJ 73.
KN4QJ. You take care, Frank. Thanks for checking in. And real quick, what net is happening at 4 o'clock? Did you say there was a net?
Okay, 6 o'clock here it will start. The Georgia Single Sideband Association net is the Georgia Single Sideband net on 3975. And again, I'm head of that. I'm the president and net manager. And for whatever it's worth, all I get to do is make sure the nets are covered every night. We conduct the net 7 nights a week.
Excellent. So maybe somebody watching YouTube will be able to maybe check in on that if they heard your voice there. So cool deal. All right, man. You take care. This is great. K6EGG.
Hey.
N7UFT, K6EGG.
Hey Greg, N7UFT. I just thought I would say hi on my D74, still trying to get my 7300 up. How do I sound?
You sound very good. How are you getting into Reflector 30 Charlie, by the way?
Well, I actually have the D74 handheld to a hotspot, my DV Mega, and I was utilizing some of your training skills once again to have that happen. And once the 7300 is back online, I'm going to try and do the same thing for it.
Well, it sounds really good, and I'm glad you're able to get on, and I was glad I was able to help, and that's what it's all about. And I remember you have the same 9700 I have, and did you get find out exactly when you're going to get that back?
I actually got it back just today, and I'm going to try and hook it back up. So stay tuned. Hopefully, I'll be able to try and get it going again. But yeah, it had a tone board issue apparently, and it's common in 9700s. So, but it's under warranty, so it got replaced with no problem. It just was like the Charlie Brown lineless blanket. I couldn't deal without it.
Copy that. That's interesting. I wonder what happened. I remember you talked to AJ60 out there in the high desert. I wonder if that's the same thing that happened to his, because he had to send his in right away, not too long after he had it. So that's pretty interesting. I'm kind of glad that did not happen to me.
Well, Icom also put a little thing here in a piece of paper, cold solder joint found on component board opposite side, but that's all it says. So I also have a cold solder joint, so that's another thing. That's why that was what the so-called Icom anomaly was that they didn't tell me about.
Sound like they had a bad day in the factory one day when they were soldering those up. So I'm glad you got it going, though. Cool deal. And you should be able to connect your hotspot to that your 9700, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do today. Are you directly connected with your 9700 to a wired connection, or are you Wi-Fi from your hotspot?
It goes through the air on a designated frequency for my hotspot. The hotspot is connected through Wi-Fi. I've had the hotspot hooked in a DV memory as well as a regular memory, like a repeater memory. I have it that way, so if I'm in a DV memory mode, I can change the reflector through the radio, or I can do it through my web GUI through the DStar.
So I'm learning DStar. I didn't know you could change it through DStar. Did you have to set it up in any particular way to get that to work?
Nope. If you're watching the stream right now, I can bring up my screen of DStar, which I don't have up at this moment, but I can control all my reflectors and unlink and link via my web GUI through the DStar server. That's basically your hotspot. Or I can do it through my radio, like I would be connected to a repeater.
Okay, so I'm looking at your hotspot now. So if you want to go in, oh, I see, you just do it that way. Okay. So yeah, that's the same exact screen that I have. So the other question, which version of DStar do you have? Because apparently there's a 4.1, and I wondered which one you had, and did you upgrade and do another image to do it?
I just upgraded the other day, and it says on my dashboard I'm 4.15. 4.15.
Okay, what medium did you use to go ahead and do the image and then upload it in?
As far as I know, I just went to the update configuration part, which is, I'm not going to do it right now because I'll lose the connection on the reflector. I just hit update where my cursor is right there, and it just kind of updated everything.
Comment.
Let's go through the trouble of putting an image together and then copying it over and doing so forth. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I remember you said you were going to try and do another video of what your setup was once you had a chance, but I was determined to still be on the air, so I spent the past week with the D74 in the hotspot to make sure I got it to work, and it seems to be very effective in 7UFT.
Copy that. Go ahead, comment.
comment for N7UFT. This is N8LN Terry, Battle Creek. Dana, if you want to send me an email, my call sign at arrl.net. I'm also good on QRZ. I'll be happy to give you a hand with your upgrade. And I can give you 3 different ways to change reflectors with your radio, with, of course, the DStar screen, or with a phone app. 73 and 8LN. Well, thank you very much, Terry. I appreciate that. I'll definitely do that. For those who are watching on YouTube or listening to Greg, I have to tell you that I've been able to excel at my learning and knowledge because of Greg's channel. So, Greg has been very, instrumental, fundamental, and a good teacher, both with trials and tribulations on both of us. So, whoever's watching or listening, definitely keep track of Greg. And again, I'll definitely get a hold of you. N8LN, you said, correct? Affirmative. Well, great. Thank you very much. I'll be doing that. Like I said, my next trial and tribulation is getting the 9700 back on the air. Now they got it back, and see if I can get the hotspot to work with that. But thank you very much. E4YE. Go ahead, Ed. This is Dana, N7UFT.
Yes, thank you. I'm a newbie here, and I was listening to a chat by a fellow from the UK talking about something like a DZY, an interface that allows you to cross over to DStar and DMR and DStar and all of the others. But I haven't been able to find anything on the internet about that. Any comments, Greg?
You should take that one, Greg. You are the experienced one, the teacher, N7UFT.
Oh, I'm just I don't know if I don't know if I can answer that. Other than I know that the open spot 3, you can go in DStar and come out P25 or Fusion, and it has cross mode capabilities. But I don't know anything past that. I'm very sorry. I'm actually fairly new to the DStar, only a couple months in. I've had a lot of good mentors. But I can't answer that one for you, Ed. This is Greg, K6EGG, and I'm also live streaming on YouTube. If you type in my call letters, K6EGG, to the search engine of the YouTube page.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I won't hold your time. 73 E4YE.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. Maybe if somebody else can answer them out on the reflector, maybe Ed.
I'll be listening. The name is Ed here, by the way.
You don't give yourself enough credit, Greg, because you have been very instrumental, and I appreciate all you've done, and I've learned a lot. So you're kind of my mentor, so thank you, N7UFT.
Dana, I really appreciate that. And you saw me going through a lot of frustrating nights when I was on my 9700 and everybody was trying to get me going there. It was, I think Curtis was on, Fred was on, KN6OS, AJ60, and Gabe, K6EGG, been really helpful to me. So yeah, you watched me make my mistakes, and I hope you learned from them. I hope some other people did too. So this is great, K6EGG.
Yep, I can't wait for your next mistakes, Greg. So thanks again. Take care.
I'm sure there'll be many.
I'm sure there'll be many.
Busy out here all of a sudden. Anybody new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I got a little indigestion. I had some good Chinese food for lunch. So, yeah, I come on about 2 or 3 days a week. I was on Wednesday, and I'm hoping to be on tomorrow night and Sunday night too. So thanks again for joining me here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. I came on a little later than I thought today. I was watching a car chase on a local TV network. And it appears to be another one going on. And Don, if you can tell me what channel that's on, I would love to hear from you. So this is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie also. Oh, look who I got here. What are you right now? What are you dressed up as?
Elsa.
Elsa from what?
From the Disney movie.
From the Disney movie, huh? What Disney movie?
And there's the old one and the new one.
The old one and the new one what?
The movie.
Movie? What movie though is it from?
I think the new one best. The other one.
Is it Frozen?
Yeah, I think the other one is the other one is the snowflake, and I think the new one is the.
And if anybody wondering why I'm wearing a unicorn hat, just making my daughter happy here. She wanted me to wear it, so I figured I'd wear it, make her happy. So this is Greg K6EGG live streaming some ham radio. Oh, I wanted to get a hold of him.
VE9TJR, this is Greg, K6EGG. You're getting closer to me?
Hi, Greg. Well, yeah, but not that much. We just left the center.
A lot of background noise in your transmission. You want to try that again?
Looks like I lost Tom there.
Yeah, K6EGG. This is ZL1 Tango Alpha for Park. Good evening from down under, and a good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. This is Greg, K6EGG for ZL1 TAP down there in New Zealand. Good after, or actually, it's probably good morning to you.
K6EGG, did you copy me, Greg?
I do now. There was another station in from New Zealand, ZL1 TAP. So go ahead real quick with that.
Yeah, I think we double Greg. Thank you very much for letting us in. And good day to you. I am watching you live streaming, and nice to hear you there. Over.
Copy that there. It looks like you're, what part of New Zealand are you from there? I'm not familiar with that part. This is Greg, K6EGG. And are you also into a repeater, or it looks like maybe an open 2 hotspot?
Yeah, we're just in an open spot 2 at the moment, running a 9700 on DStar here locally. I've also got other DStar radios, but the main one is the 9700. So I see you got me up on QRZ, so very good. And hopefully my grammar's okay. So very nice to meet you anyway.
Nice to meet you too as well. I don't know if anybody else is on a reflector, wants to make the contact from New Zealand. Go ahead. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, and yes, I'm wearing a unicorn hat. If you see my picture on YouTube, so I apologize. I believe it was it Andrew. You take care. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, very good, Greg. Yeah, that's the name. I will carry on. I'll go get on with some work here. I am listening, and I'll get on with it. I just thought I'd come and say hello, and hopefully we'll talk to you some other time. Great to work with you, Greg. Good luck and best wishes to you, and well done for what you're doing there. It's great to see somebody active. 73 to you, mate.
73 to you too. This is Greg, K6EGG. You want to go ahead, Tom? I think I had a copy on you there now.
Lost by first as well. We just crossed the border there about 15 minutes ago. Just crossed the Windsor into Detroit there. Great. Back to you. GPR.
Excellent. What day you figured to be out here in California?
I think he might be having some problems with his hotspot where he's at. I have trouble picking him up. I don't see him registering in right now. Into the into the gateway. I see him he just dropped off, so I don't know if anybody else wants to jump in and say hi. Feel free. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie, and I'm also a unicorn today for my daughter.
I'm fireworks.
You're fireworks, huh? You want to see? There you go. You're fireworks, huh?
For nighttime.
For nighttime. Okay. For 4th of July, too.
Best nighttime wears at nighttime.
Okay.
When I'm not at my bed.
VE9TJR, K6EGG.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to K6EGG, but I keep getting knocked out. Anyway, I'm listening. V9, be careful, man.
You made it through that time. Where you at right now, Tom?
Just outside of Detroit.
There's one good thing about Detroit is leaving it. But yeah, good to hear you. Yeah, you're kind of breaking up and had a lot of background noise earlier, but you're making it through now.
Yeah, the best thing about Detroit is looking at it in the rearview mirror.
That's what I always said to my wife. She didn't get it, but actually, I know a lot of cool people who live in Detroit, so I apologize. But yeah, I know what you mean, buddy.
Greg, what are you using for a camera for YouTube?
I have 3 cameras. The camera facing my my radio is a. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Well, first off, the camera that's on my face is a Sony A6000, and the camera that's facing my radio is a Logitech 930CE.
Greg, the Sony, is that like a regular video camera? The IT there?
Actually, the Sony is a regular. It's a still camera that it's a 4K. I believe it's 4K. It looks pretty clear at least. It's at least 1080p. And then I take the clean video out of it into a HDMI, and there's something called a cam link that you can go into USB into the computer, and I can select it as a source on the software I use to stream, which is called OBS. And it looks a lot cleaner than the little webcams that either are built into the camera computer or the ones you can buy from like Amazon. I think it's like a $900 camera, but I got it used for like $350. It's all scratched up and stuff, but it still puts out a good picture. So that's the main reason why I have it.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about starting up a YouTube channel, tracking an amateur radio. A little bit about trucking across the U.S. and Canada. Back to you.
You should do it, man. There's a guy that all he does is he has a camera in his front windshield. I can't think of the name of his. I'm gonna look it up right now. He has a camera in the front windshield of his tractor trailer, his truck, his cab, and all he does is live stream, and it's just showing the road, and he's talking about driving in different places and pulling into different truck stops and stuff. And if I can pull up that guy's name, I'll figure it out for you here in a second.
Yeah, sure myself. Well, I want to do. I'd like to do a video on proper pre-trip on a tractor trailer, proper pre-trip inspections and stuff like that. Just for maybe new drivers or somebody that don't drive is interested in what we have to do, get a better understanding what we do out here. Back to you, the IT chair.
You know, anything informative is quite useful into YouTube, man. You'll be amazed what people will find to help each other, figure out stuff. And anything like I said, anything informative, people will watch. I didn't think people would watch this stuff. My original plan was just make it so some of the local guys can hear themselves on a sideband here in Southern California, and I started getting viewers from all over the world all of a sudden. So one of the guys suggested getting on DStar and doing it, and I did. So I met a lot of people, and they've also watched my stuff, my trials and tribulations going through trying to get stuff working on DStar. So I think it would be a great idea if you did that. People, I think, would like it.
Yeah, give everybody else here a better understanding of what's involved in all of food back and forth across the country. As far as the inspections, my wife and I, we run teams, so she could run the camera, hold the camera while I'm going over the truck and the trailer, doing a full pre-trip inspection on the truck and trailer.
Yeah, maybe they'll be enticing to somebody that's looking to get into that business, or you might get a lot of kids, interested in that sort of stuff, seeing trucks down the road and stuff like that. So, you just never know, man.
Yeah, I got to pick up the proper equipment to do it. I don't know. I think some of the YouTube videos they use GoPro. They were GoPro. I don't know.
GoPros have really good picture quality. I can tell you that much. That was actually what I was going to get from my camera facing me, but the Sony was about the same used, crushed up, and it had a little better picture than the GoPro. Otherwise, I would have chose the GoPro for the camera facing me. But yeah, quality is a big thing. I noticed a little bit of viewership picked up when I got a new camera because people don't like to watch blurry pictures and bad audio. Listen to bad audio.
Anybody new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I come on a couple days a week, depending on my work and personal schedule.
Well, it might be a project once I find the equipment, get it set up. Do a little bit on average radio and trucking. Move on trucking and safety.
Well, let me know when you get it going there. I'd love to see it. If you need any help with it, pointers, let me know. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that, Chris. Like I said, I got to find the equipment. I know one guy that has a YouTube channel, living in a van. And all he uses is two iPhones. He's got an iPhone 11 and an iPhone 12. And that's what he uses. But I watched a lot of other YouTube videos, guys are using GoPros. I'd like to get a drone. Sometimes we're stopped at the truck stop. You put a drone up and take some videos of the truckers parked at the truck stop. Some of the places that, like we're waiting to get loaded and stuff like that. Just give everybody a better understanding of what's involved in getting food transported back and forth across the country.
That'll be a lot of fun, man. I think people will get a kick out of it. There's a niche, there's niche viewership, definitely for anything on YouTube, and I'm sure people are itching to watch something like that.
Sorry for changing the picture there. I was just trying to show my daughter playing with her cat in the background.
I'll need to start looking around for some good cameras. Something I can still up on the windshield, on the dash. Something you can face back towards yourself. You're narrating or talking. Stuff like that. Anyway, I'll look at it. Be careful, though.
K6EGG. I also noticed a couple people, I don't know if they're just keying up or what, but I'll take a standby. Let them jump in there. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, K6EGG. Thanks, Tom. Let me know if you get that thing going. I'd like to check that out.
K6EGG. This is Kilo Sierra 7 Whiskey Yankee.
Kilo Sierra 7 Whiskey Yankee. This is Greg, K6EGG from Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. How you doing today, this afternoon?
Oh, just fine, Greg. Handle here is Dennis. I'm in Jackson, Wyoming. You caught my attention when you said you're 40 miles east of Los Angeles. I used to have an uncle living up there in Rancho Cucamonga. I've hiked all that area around Mount Baldy and all that, so I thought I'd ask you to, when you get the chance, go outside, take a look up there and say hi for me.
Will do. Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga is only a few miles away. And yes, I did some hiking myself up that way. I've climbed Cucamonga Peak, which is to the right of the mountains you see up north of Rancho Cucamonga. I did that twice, once when I was in high school, once right out of high school. So, yeah, it's a beautiful view up there. You can see Catalina, San Diego, downtown Los Angeles on a clear day. So, it's good hiking up there, very clear, and it's not too far away from my house. So, yep, that's where I'm at. This is great, K6EGG.
Well, if you ever get back up there to Rancho, to Cucamonga Peak, hang your toes over the side, take a look down at that dirt road below you, and have fun knowing that there's about 3,000 feet below you. Anyway, we'll go ahead and say 73s and let you get back to some of the other subscribers. This is KS7WY.
Copy that. Yeah, my name's carved in that sign up there on the peak. So cool deal, man. Take care. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also streaming out live on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the search engine of YouTube, K6EGG.
K6EGG, Alpha Delta 9 Zulu.
AD9Z. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Greg. K6EGG, 89Z. Name is Dave, and we were in Toulon, Illinois, about 30 miles northwest of Peoria, Illinois. And just been listening here on 30 Charlie, and that would give you a call. Looks like your daughter's having a lot of fun there in the background. Back to you.
Oh, she just took off. She's having a field day in my office right now. My wife's working from home. She works for a local school, university. So she's been working at home the last 18 months for obvious reasons. But yeah, keeping her occupied so my wife can get some work done, and trying to do some ham radio too as well, streaming and connecting with some people there. How far are you from? I'm going to look it up on the map, but Chicago there.
More over towards the western side of the state. So I'm kind of, I guess you would say, in between Peoria, Illinois, and Davenport, Iowa. So I don't know, if I had to guess, Chicago roughly 115, 120 miles maybe, something like that. So anyway, and we are a big Chicago Cubs fan and Bears fan and all that. So anyway, it's been fairly cold here. I think we're going to be down in the 20s again tonight. So winter is upon us, I'm afraid.
It's definitely knocking its door here in California. We were in the 90s last weekend and the weekend before. Now we're in the 40s, high 40s at night, and like kind of foggy standard November weather for Southern California. But still not that much rain. But I've been to Illinois a couple times. I've been to Chicago a few times. I've been to Juliet, which I believe that's where the city, that's where the raceway is. I've worked NASCAR event in that area, if you're familiar with that.
Oh yeah, Joliet, Illinois. They got the NASCAR track there, and I believe drag strip there as well. So, yep, never been to a race there, but I've been by it. So, anyway, I won't keep you. I will ask how you like your 9700. I have the 7300, and kind of tossed around the idea of getting a 9700, but the 705 looks nice too, so haven't decided. But anyway, you can answer that, and I'll let a few more people call you. But nice to meet you, Greg, and hope you have a great evening out there. I guess it's still afternoon your time, so 7-3 K6EGG 89Z.
89Z K6EGG. First off, I absolutely love this 9700. I love the screen on it. I love the user interface on it. I like the audio on it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my audio. I like the way it sounds coming out of the radio. I like the layout of it. The only thing I wish this thing had that my Icom or my Kenwood TS2000 had was cross-band repeat. That is the only thing that's missing from this radio, I think, to make this 100% radio that I would totally, tell people to buy. But I mean, I'm telling people to buy it, but if it had the crossband repeat, it would be the absolute perfect radio for me. I use that crossband repeat quite often. I used to sit out in my backyard with my HT, my VX5, and crossband into sideband, 2-meter sideband, and crossband into other repeaters and stuff like that. So I miss doing that. And it would be fun to crossband into DStar with it, but not possible, unfortunately. So good radio. If I get an HF radio, it will be the 7300. Be a nice sidecar to this. So if you're thinking about getting it, definitely probably get it. So anyways, Dave, you take care. This is Greg K6EGG for Dave out there in Illinois, 89Z. This is standing by.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. This is Alpha Juliet 3 X-Ray from Central Florida. Over.
AJ3X K6EGG. How you doing out there in Central Florida this evening there for you?
Doing well, my friend. Name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo. And I'm mobile right now, and I'm on my way home from work. I heard you talking about the 9600, 9700, and the 7300. Both great radios. I have the 9700, and I'm thinking about getting the 7300 also. Over.
Yeah, and I think about the only thing that's holding me back from the 7300 is getting my General, which I don't have. The only thing I can use it for is 10-meter at this point. But hopefully I'll probably plan on doing it. Real quick, when I looked up your QRZ page, it has it says Maryland or something on there. Is that where you used to live?
Roger, copy. I moved down here just before the pandemic started in March of 2020. So yeah, I'm originally from New York, relocated to Maryland, now relocated to Florida. Last relocation. Over.
Yeah, that's one of the places that's on our list to possibly go. Nevada, which is close to me. Texas and maybe Florida. Florida's a little too far, but are you happy with your situation down there?
Roger that. It worked out really well. We got sold a home in Maryland, moved down here, and immediately got a increase in take-home pay and an increase in discretionary spending without having to with the elimination of the state and county income tax, as well as the property taxes, which were going through the ceiling back in Maryland. So for us, it was a good move. Over.
Yeah, copy that. The same thing's going on where I'm at here in California. So I'll have to figure out something here. But I'm sure the cost of living is helping you out there a lot, taking a lot of stress away. So cool deal. Are you used to the humidity down there?
That's one thing that's going to take some time getting used to. Second summer, full-time down here. Still not used to the humidity. Right now it's cooler. It's 68 degrees. Native Floridians are out with coats and hats and gloves in some cases. And I'm still walking around, at least on weekends, with short pants and short sleeve shirts. So I'm still used to, 60 degrees, 50 degrees, the heat wave for me from the Northeast. Over.
Copy that. I've worked some time in Baltimore, and it can get a little stuffy there in the summer too. So you're probably not too much different, I'm guessing. But cool deal. I'm glad you're happy with that, and I hope someday I can get out of my area here and convince my wife into it. So cool deal. Thanks for checking in. This is Greg, K6EGG for AJ3X out in Florida.
Take care, my friend. And now's a good time to buy that AC-7300. Ham-Radio Outlet has it for $10.99, and there's a $100 rebate from Icom. Take care. This is Alpha Juliet 3 X-Ray out.
Thanks for the info. I might check that out. I don't know. I might just do that. I need to do phone first, but I might just go ahead and get that for myself for an early Christmas gift. So thanks again. This is Greg, K6EGG.
For those of you wondering right now, I'm monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie. Got kind of busy out there the last exactly 1 hour since I've been on. So it's good to hear a bunch of new people out there I talked to today. Anybody new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Would appreciate it. Looks like Colin's having some issues getting onto Reflector 30 Charlie for some reason. Don't know why exactly. Hopefully you can get on there. Maybe Terry N8LN. Looks like he's an administrator. Can help him out. So if you're watching, Terry, maybe you can help out Colin. I don't have his email or his ham radio call sign though. See if I can look it up here. Yeah, that's one thing I've been doing is I have a hotspot at my house, and as soon as I'm done, I disconnect it. I don't want to have it, laying around on a reflector all day and something get keyed up or something weird, or try to go on to reflector, whatever, with my other hotspot in my car. So AE7HF. Yeah, it looks like you get a hold of Terry there. Maybe he can help you out with that. I don't know. Oh, you got your page updated. Yeah, me too, because I don't want to say anything wrong. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for even streaming on this. So I don't want to, cause any issues. So I hope you get that thing worked out. Anybody watching today? I'm on Reflector 30 Charlie monitoring. Jump in, say hi. Would love to hear from you. And this is Greg, K6EGG. Yeah. You never know, man. See if I can jump on here again.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles, and also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my call letters in K6EGG to the search engine of YouTube. Standing by and monitoring.
Kilo Whiskey 1 Yankee. Name is Warner. QTH. No, Connecticut. How copy me over? Good evening.
KW1Y for Greg, K6EGG. You sound loud and clear from Connecticut, and good evening. How are you doing this evening?
Yes, I'm doing good. This today, we got the temperature on 47. Really bit chilly outside. And then was enjoy different mode there. And I hear you for standing for communication there. So I determined to say hello to you. And also I hear you talking about Kenwood 2000. And something is crashing on there. But, it's a great radio. And 7300 is really popular. You can go for, or 7610. And that's a good radio. Right now I'm on Kenwood 590 SG. It's pretty good. I passed so many radio. But some heavy duty radio. But anyway, good to hear you. You sound good also. You are TFQ, QSL. QTS is Norwalk, Connecticut, QSL.
Copy that. I'm in the city of Chino here, Chino, California. It's outside of Los Angeles by about, with no traffic, about an hour drive, maybe a little less. I'm talking into a DV hotspot I bought from Amazon. Are you into a hotspot or talking on a local repeater into this reflector? Over.
Oh yeah, QSL. Manifest, I'm talking with hotspot and open spot 3 and open spot 1. Right now I'm on open spot 1, QSL.
And do you like that open spot 3? That's I might get that before I get the 7300, or if anything. And that and the ID 52 that's coming out. Hopefully, I'm hearing next month, but we'll see. We had some pictures of it coming into shore here the last couple days, I think.
Oh yeah, you can go for reservation. I already did that. I already see Monday. I put it on my reservation on there. Yes, open spot 3 is excellent.
Excellent. It's no problem. You go to the when you can do it with your cell phone and your laptop computer. You change your computer very easily, very easily. OpenSpan one same thing, but they stopped OpenSpan one. But for me, it's working. So I got both active right now. You can do course mode. I have FT3DR. FT3DR. I do course mode DStar, DMR, and but other mode. And American Link. I run in the American Link 4 FM. So they work pretty good in there. And I have Icom Plus 2 there. And then very soon I should put 52 Alpha. But I already put it in my reservation in there. QSL, back to you.
Copy that on the reservation. I think I'll wait till it become a little more widely available. I don't need it right now. It's more of a want. It's not like I'm going to lose sleep over not having it. So I'm just going to take a standby. I'm sure in a couple months they'll be widely available. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. So it's great making contact with you over in Connecticut. I think you might be my first Connecticut contact there, as far as I know. I'm kind of looking on my sheet here, which I don't think I've made a contact in Connecticut. So anyways, KW1Y. This is Greg, K6EGG, out here in Southern California. Thank you for the QSO. Now back to you.
Okay, K6EGG, for business. I will listen with you next time. And it's a pleasure to talk to you. Yeah, they say sometime in the end this month and the first of the year. So you never know. Can't get it in there. All right, I'm gonna let you continue your contact. This is Kilo Whiskey 1 Yankee. We'll be clear with you. Thanks for the contact. Also is a Kilo 6 Echo Juliet plus Juliet. If you don't mind, so I can put you for my best contact there. My QR page. No, 73.
It's K6EGG, Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, Echo Golf Golf. And I'm also on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, you can look me up there too. K6EGG.
Okay, Roger, no problem. I'm going to add you maybe another family. 73. KW11 will be clear with you. I will send with you next time. Have a good evening.
Hello, anybody there watching on YouTube right now? I am monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie, a very busy Reflector 30 Charlie this afternoon for me. It's 3:40 p.m. here in Southern California, and it's it's 6:40 p.m.
K6EGG, this
on
is
the
Alpha
East
Juliet
Coast.
3 X-ray, over.
Go ahead, AJ3X. This is Greg, K6EGG again.
K6EGG, AJ3X. Heard you talking about the ID52 Alpha. That will be available in December. It's been confirmed. And probably by January or February it'll be a little bit more widely available, but it will be available in December from HRO as well as from other places. All right, I just thought I'd throw that out. I heard you speak to the gentleman in Connecticut about it. All right, I am at my QTH. Take care, my friend. Have a great day. Great evening. This is Alpha Juliet 3 X-ray, AJ 3XM.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the info, and I'm sure everybody watching on YouTube and listening on the Reflector 30 Charlie does also. This is Greg K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie, and also live streaming on YouTube if you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine. K6EGG.
Here comes Haley, showing her dress off. Oh, you got to get in the screen here. There you go. There.
That's my Elsa.
Elsa.
Yeah.
Elsa.
See, Elsa. See?
Elsa, yeah, from Frozen.
Mama.
Got everybody in here now. Mido.
And Anna's Frozen too.
Yeah?
There's her dress in her closet in her bedroom.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna go feed Milo because he's very.
Yeah, he looks like he needs to be fed.
Mom.
He was hanging out here too. Everybody hanging out.
Mom,
Oops.
I was playing with him.
All right, so everybody watching. Just reading Colin's. Sorry about this in the chat here. Oh, that sucks. Be patient with it. Put it down for a little bit and try to work on it a little later. Sometimes cooler heads prevail.
Just beat up my next layoff.
All right, everybody. So I'm monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie here. I might go and move over to 12 Alpha.
KJ7WFD.
Oh, there's Devin.
KJ7WFD. Devin, how you doing today? This is Greg, K6EGG.
K6EGG, KJ7WFD. I saw your call pop up there, but I think we had some packet loss.
Yeah, copy that. You got a copy of me now? This is Greg, K6EGG for Devin, KJ7WFD.
Yep, I hear you loud and clear now.
You getting closer to Chino, California, home of my QTH?
No, they actually had me end up meeting a line haul driver from Phoenix. They met me out on the other side of Missouri, and we ended up swapping trailers. So that just kind of came up out of the blue. So I'm back here in Bloomington and getting ready to go run up to Chicago.
Oh, bummer. Your California trip has been canceled. That's unfortunate. It's going to be a nice weekend, too, here.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to it, but there'll be others.
Does that normally happen there?
Or getting swapped out.
I only caught about the very last two words of what you said there. Want to try again?
Sorry about that. I'm going through some hills and dips here. I said, is it the Chino run you're talking about, or getting swapped out?
Getting swapped out.
It does happen. It doesn't happen a lot, but we've had a few guys out sick, so they're needing all can get here in Bloomington.
That's totally understandable. So I was driving through just south of where your that drop was supposed to be. There was a ton of trucks going in and out of that building. I was noticing earlier this afternoon when I went down into Eastvale.
I think that location is one of our biggest in the nation. I think we actually have two facilities there in Chino.
Yeah, they're putting up a lot of those type of industrial buildings and I can't even talk, distribution centers or whatever how you say it. I can't say it for some reason. All throughout just south of me. So the truck business is very busy in my neck of the woods now. Distribution. There you go.
It looks like we got a lot of people coming in here. Anybody new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the year.
And Tom, what day you do out in Mariloma here?
We're supposed to be there Monday morning at 3 a.m.
Bright and early, Monday morning, 3 a.m. I might be asleep by then, though.
Oh, I imagine we'll be around there for a while. Probably still be there by the time you get up. That's if the wife don't beat me to death before we get there.
Tom, do you team with your wife?
That's correct, yeah.
How long have you guys been doing that?
I've been doing it for 44 years myself altogether. And she's been out here for 22. We've been teaming for 22 years. Yeah, did you copy that? B9DGR.
Yeah, sorry about that. I copied that. That's cool. I think one of the only things that I do not like about my company is that we cannot take passengers with us. I think I recall you being an owner-operator, so I know it's a little different in your circumstance, but I wish we could take passengers.
Well, it's not so much your company, it's mostly the insurance companies. But, depending on who they're insured through.
Yeah, I know insurance companies play a pretty heavy hand in it, but I've asked some of our corporate types for transportation, and they said even if insurance did allow it, they probably still wouldn't allow it. And I guess people have left some bad taste in the mouth back in the day.
Yeah, what's happened in the past is drivers would take their wives with them or a family member with them, and just happened that they were in a serious accident, and the passenger got injured and turned around and sued the company. So, yeah, that would leave a bad taste in their mouth.
I believe that was one instance, and another one, a passenger ended up getting into a physical altercation with a customer that they shouldn't have even been at.
Yeah, that would do it too. Yeah. Some companies will let you take a passenger as long as it's a family member, but they have to sign a waiver before you pick them up. That they're in case they're injured, they're not going to come back on the company. The company's not liable.
I wish they would have something like that. Me and another guy here out of my distribution center, we've been making a little bit of ground, I think, with it, where they're actually talking to us about it instead of just a flat no.
Yeah, who do you run for?
KE Distributors used to be, back in the day, Tree of Life.
Yeah, okay. I've seen that. I think I've seen their trucks around. Not too often, but some of the time. You've probably seen our trucks. I run for a company called Scotland Commodities. Got the fancy trailers with all the murals on them.
Yep, I just saw one coming back across 70. I thought about you.
Yeah, it wasn't me, but yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of us out here now. There's got to be more, I guess. It's Loblaws, which owns Sobeys and Superstore and a whole other. It's a big grocery trade right across Canada there. They recently here got rid of all their company drivers at one terminal and slowly phasing out the company drivers at other places. And the CEO of Loblaws called our company CEO and told him he needs help. They want us to take up some more of their contracts, more of their runs. Back to B90
More work's always welcome, I guess, as long as there's guys there run it and they don't work you to the bone. KJ7WSD.
Well, it's going to get busy for us anyway because as of January the 15th, I think it is, any driver not vaccinated, it's already some of the customers don't want any unvaccinated driver delivering their product.
And now they're going to be Canada starting it, and U.S. is talking about it, so I imagine it's going to go through. They're going to require that drivers be vaccinated to cross the border either way. And a lot of drivers, we figure 30% of Canadian truck drivers are not vaccinated because they don't want to be, or they won't. So that's going to put a lot of drivers out of work. They're going to have to find Canada-only runs, and there's not going to be enough Canada-only runs to accommodate all of them. But it's going to make it real busy for people like my wife and I.
I'm personally pretty surprised that it's taken this long for them to start having those talks. Right? I'm sure they've been having them, but for the talks to come to the end, I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Well, it's coming, so you're not going to be able to drive a truck if you're not vaccinated. I mean, customers don't want you in their warehouses or on their docks or in their offices if you're not vaccinated. So, like I told one driver today, right at our terminal, I would never tell somebody they have to get vaccinated. But if I own a business, it's my right to refuse you service if you're not vaccinated if I want to do so. So that's just the way it goes.
For those of you watching on YouTube right now, I'm monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie. It is a reflector based in the Georgia, Atlanta area. Very popular DStar reflector. Hooked to a ton of different repeaters down in the southeast, as well as across the country. So it's usually pretty busy on this, probably the busiest reflector, at least that I've heard. That's going on DStar. Reflector 1 Charlie's pretty busy. 14 is once in a while. They have some nets on some other ones, but I would say this one's probably the busiest of them all. So this is where I spend most of my time. I'm going to probably go over to Reflector 12 Alpha here shortly. Anybody new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm usually chatting away on reflectors and 2-meter sideband.
Greg, if you're listening, my wife's going to put a knot on top of my head here pretty soon.
I am listening, and say that again.
I said my wife's going to put a knot on top of my head here pretty soon.
Copy that.
I was reaching over, flicking her ears, and then taking her hand, I was kissing her hand, turned her hand over, palm of her hand, and then I licked it. She hates that.
Copy that. All right, man. I'm gonna cruise over to a couple different reflectors, see who else is out there on a local reflector here in Southern California, Reflector 12 Alpha, and then probably gonna grab a little bite to eat for dinner, and then come on back. So, Tom, safe travels. Devin, safe travels as well. Bummed you're not coming out to Chino, but maybe we'll hook up another time. This is Greg, K6EGG, also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my call letters, excuse me, into the search engine of YouTube. Take care, Tom and Devin.
Okay, Greg. We'll catch you later on. I'm going to be I'll be stopping here soon to make a couple of toasted tomato sandwiches. V9GG Air Mobile.
All right, so that was Tom out there. I believe he's just outside west of Detroit, Michigan. I'm going to go scoot over to Reflector 12 Alpha, which is a local DStar repeater. Pardon me, Reflector.
REF012 Alpha.
This is hooked up into about 10 different repeaters here in Southern California. So maybe talk to some local folks here. Is that Mike in there that I just saw? You follow me over here? All right.
I did K6RP.
This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 12 Alpha, part of the Papa System DStar repeater network in Southern California, and also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine of that little top little area there. What's going on there, Mike? Spacing on your call sign there, K6RPH out there in spaced here, Billings.
Well, it's still kind of dry out here. We had a couple of fires. One in Clark, Wyoming. It was really tragic. Burned 2 houses, and a lady who was the wife of a firefighter. It was terrible. But we are getting some precipitation coming in. May have a little snow overnight. It's been really chilly in the morning, but no snow. It's usually snow on the ground this time of year. So we're hoping to get some precipitation. So I thought I'd check in and say hi. Wife's going to be coming in through the door any minute, and I'm going to have to shut her up. But good to hear you, Greg. And love your channel, K6RP.
Copy that, Mike. And I just saw your message across the screen. Unicorns are real. Yes, I believe they are. Make the world go around, too. So cool deal, man. I appreciate it. Just trying to have some fun out here and enjoy making all the different contacts out here.
K6EGG, WD6AWT2, copy. Over.
I do. WD6AWP. This is Greg, K6EGG. Sounds like you're you on one of the Papa System repeaters?
I am, and I don't know if this is for Papa members only or how they work this. I'm brand new to DStar. And I heard you and wanted to contact you. So giving it a try here. You're my second contact on DStar.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm a Papa member. As far as I know, I think you can use the system for like a month or 45 days or something like that. And they, it's not mandatory to be a member, but they would prefer you one. I mean, you're using the repeaters and stuff, but I decided to do it. I use it mobile a lot. Was actually using it this afternoon. So welcome to DStar. Looks like your second contact. And I don't know if you're by a computer. I'm also live streaming on YouTube as well. So you can maybe, I don't know if you're learning a little something about DStar, but I do a live stream of DStar and also 2-meter sideband. So I was just over on a different reflector that's based over in the Georgia area, Atlanta area. There's probably 50 different repeaters and maybe 100 and 150 different hotspots connected to it right now. It's a Reflector 30 Charlie I was on. So kind of cool stuff. You can make a ton of contacts over there. So welcome to DStar.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I looked at your YouTube channel, and it seemed like I was seeing some older stream or something because it wasn't the same conversation. So theoretically, I'd be hearing myself on YouTube right now, although it's somewhat of a delay, I think, which would probably make it impossible for me to talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, there would be a little bit of a delay. I'm just checking out your QRZ page as well. Does that look like is that Santiago that you have a picture of there?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I'm a repeater guy. Been doing repeaters for forever, and not messed around with DStar until just like yesterday. I've had this 9700 for a few months. Want to play around with sideband and whatnot, and never really paid too much attention to DStar. But there's a history there, and that's part of why I wanted to talk to you. I put up a DMR machine on Mount Wilson just a few days ago on the what's the new digital test pair, which the input happens to be 439.5. So you can see where this is going.
Oh, well, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, what's happened is there's been a lot of interest in narrowband and in UHF, and so Scriba here just announced, maybe 6 weeks or 2 months ago that they'd be opening up 439 with input and 430 as output for digital. No, I'm sorry, not digital. Yeah, and to be honest, that's why I got interested in DStar. We were trying to use it, and all of a sudden it was getting hammered, so I figured out how to make my DStar radio work so I could get a hold of you.
Oh wow! So what you're saying is I got to change my input frequency for my what's it called hotspot here, right?
Well, I don't know. So it's a test pair. It's supposed to be for repeaters, but I'm not going to tell you got to do anything. So I'm just telling you what's going on and what's changed. I was talking to one of the Scriba coordinators, and he thought that was 431 was more like the use case for what you're doing. But I don't know for sure. That's what I heard through the grapevine.
Yeah, I thought I heard a repeater on there. I couldn't remember or not. This is kind of why I was searching high and low. I looked through every single repeater book I could possibly find and found this frequency that wasn't used, and it wasn't a registered what's it called simplex frequency too. So little did I know.
It's not your fault, man. It isn't, because they don't publish that stuff, and it's one of the complaints that people do have with Scriba is that there's a whole bunch of stuff happening in various parts of the band, and they don't publish it because the repeater owners think they got secret channels or whatever, and then when stuff lands on their channel, they get all offended, and it's sort of a mess. But so don't worry about it. It's not your fault, and I'm not going to tell you to move. If it's I'm just telling you what's happening. It's you're on the input to the repeater test pair. It's brand new. It only started. They just announced it at the last Scriba meeting about a month ago, maybe, or 3 weeks ago, something like that. So it's a whole brand new thing, and you're not doing anything wrong. You're just trying to have some fun here on AM radio. Nothing wrong with that.
Are you hearing me up on the hill with this? Because I'm only doing, I think, less than 1 watt right now.
You are stronger than my base station up on the hill. It's on Mount Wilson. I just put it up a week ago today. And I'm kind of a little bit shadowed. I'm in Huntington Beach. I got a house to the north of me, but I'm running a 40-watt mobile. And the repeater, you can check the input. You're neg 95, and so am I. And it's taken out a lot of handhelds and stuff that are, well, not a lot. I've only got a couple other users on it, so don't let me exaggerate here. That are, down around neg 100 and stuff, and it wipes us out, no question about it.
If you can do me a favor, I have absolutely no problem moving. But if they can tell me a frequency that is clear, I will move to it. But other than that, I probably won't. I would prefer not to move because I have to reprogram everything, but it's not that hard. But yeah, you know what I mean?
So this got interesting.
Absolutely. I can do that. Like I said, one guy told me something in 431, and I think he's actually the guy that's the Scriba coordinator for 430 and 440 or 420. So I'll ask him. And is your email good on QRZ, or what's the best way to get a hold of you here, or what?
My email is good on QRZ. I check that a couple times a day. So anytime you want to drop me an email, I'll be more than willing to reply to you.
Okay, cool. My name's Tim. Yeah, last name's Sawyer, S-A-W-Y-E-R, and I'll be sending you something from the Mac domain. And I assume my call sign's showing up, right? Because this is DStar. Who knows if I have my radio programmed right?
Oh yeah, you got everything in there programmed right. And do you own a repeater yourself? That call letter looks familiar.
I do. A few repeaters around the LA basin here. And you might have seen, if you've ever looked at All-Star at all, you might have seen my name involved with All-Star.
Yeah, I have a lot of repeaters programmed into my scanner. That more repeaters hooked into my scanner than I do my radio because I do a lot more listening. And I remember typing those call letters in for some reason. I'm actually looking right now to see if I can find it.
Yeah, Santiago is 448.04. And a couple others around the basin here, but you probably here in Santiago, being as you're out in Chino.
I got a 145-140.
Yeah, that one's not mine anymore. I used to take care of it. Well, it was mine, and I let Racy's pretty much, Huntington Beach Racy's pretty much have exclusive use of it. But I've gave it away and to some of the guys that were interested in it in Racy's, and they've kept it, and it's still Racy's. But they moved it because they didn't want to truck up to Santiago, so they moved it to Sierra.
Yeah, I think a Sierra is actually closer to me. So cool deal. Yeah, that's interesting. I remember. I think I hear the 440 pretty active in the morning, if I recall, there, Tim. So nice to talk to you finally. I remember listening to this repeater actually quite often. So it seems to be busy in the morning. I think I wanted to hear they do a net or something like that. So. Yeah, just send me an email and we can chat on there and finish up on there. And real quick on a personal note, I'm looking at your QRZ page. Your wife's from was from Hawaii.
This WD680P. Yeah. We've been married for 14 years, something like that, and together for about twice that. And yep, she's from Hawaii, so I always like to say that going home to visit family is a tough deal. Got to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, man, I love Hawaii. I spend a lot of time on Oahu. At least I did before the pandemic. About 6 weeks a year out there, either for work or for personal and stuff like that. I have a bunch of friends over there. Got engaged over there and was gonna get married over there, but ended up changing some stuff. But yeah, I love it over in Oahu. I've been to pretty much every island but Kauai. So has a little piece of me over there still. I really miss being over there. I can't get over the beautiful sunrises in the morning and the beautiful sunsets at night.
I love it there too. It's gorgeous. So Marilyn's sister lives in Aina, if you know where that is, out the east side of Honolulu. And I like Honolulu too. I love the Waikiki and all the action down there. It's just a fun place. But I go to Maui quite a bit too because I windsurf and kite surf, and of course that's mecca for those sports. So we haven't been much in recent years, but we did manage to get over there this summer, and it was great. It was so nice to be able to get out and travel again.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get over there maybe in February, depending on how I feel. I've had some medical stuff going on, so hopefully. So anyways, I'm going to probably get out of here for a little bit, but for sure drop me that email and they'll figure out something. Let them also watch the stream if you want. Tell them about my YouTube page so they have an idea what I'm doing too. But glad you found me. It was probably pretty easy to find me with my callers getting splashed across the DStar for an IED. So kind of interesting what the 1 watt can do inside my house. So anyways, I appreciate you coming out and letting me know about what was going on.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were running an outside antenna, to with your base station or something. So I'm not familiar with how the DStar stuff works. So do you talk to that on something, your 1 watt thing, or are you using a computer somehow, or how's that working? And then I'll let you go.
So I have a mobile antenna in my office when I'm just going to use my DStar, what's it called, hotspot that I just basically, it's a foot away from my antenna. That's why I'm like so surprised. And then if I'm going to be going back and forth between sideband, 2 meter sideband, which I'm on a lot, I'll just keep my X50A antenna that's on top of my house, which will probably be triple as much powerful with the gain in it on top of my roof, my 2-story house here. So that's probably what you're hearing right now because I was going to get on 2 meter a little bit later. But generally, if I'm just talking on DStar, not switching back, I'm on a mobile little mount antenna in my office.
All right, roger that. Well, I don't know what I'm hearing for sure, but it's getting into the repeater. I put the repeater in carrier squelch in analog mode, so I could hear when stuff was happening on the input. And I heard you got started going this afternoon. So I had a friend that's in Rancho Cucamonga. Dial around on the input, and he had a DStar radio, and he copied your call signs. That's how he found you, because I can't hear you here in Huntington, and I can't copy you through the repeater. It's just all garbled. Anyway, Greg, really nice to meet you, and I really appreciate, all the friendly chatter here and all that. So I'll be emailing you in 7-3, and maybe I'll even get on DStar once in a while and talk to you. It seems like you're a really nice guy, and I certainly appreciate it. So K6EGG, this WD680P.
Copy that, Tim. You take care. WD6AWP. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 12 Alpha, the Papa system repeater system there. Taking a standby.
All right. For those of you guys that are watching this.
Yeah, I have my hotspot on that frequency too, because Scrubba doesn't publish what frequency we should be using. So I'm probably interfering with the repeater as well. K6EGG.
Let me turn up my monitor here and see if I hear you. IGC, go ahead again.
Well, it's my DMR hotspot, which is not active, but I'm using the digital test pair for it.
I don't hear you. It's not hitting Mount Wilson. So yeah, well, and if particularly for people that are going, you may be using the pair the right way. Not the right side up. So if you're going in on 439 and out on 430.5, then I'm not going to hear it.
Yeah, I don't think I have a reverse, but it's not, like I said, it's not transmitting right now because I'm on DStar, not on DMR. It's my DMR hotspot, and it's a duplex hotspot, so I need, 2 frequencies to run it. So it'd be cool if Scrubba would, publish, where hotspots should live, and I'd gladly put mine there. But before I set up my hotspot, I went to the Scrubba website, and I dug through there, and I couldn't find any information about hotspots, so I put it on the test pair.
Well, this is a brand new test pair. I don't even think it's published yet. They didn't even talk about it until a Scrubba meeting 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. But yeah, I don't know what the status of all that is, and I do agree with you that Scrubba could do a better job on publishing stuff. You're right. There isn't a whole bunch of stuff, but if you in looking at the band plan, trying to find a hotspot, I'm with you. I don't know where to put it, and I think my DMR hotspot, I got a Pi-Star thing here, and I've got it on 439 somewhere because I didn't know where else to put it.
Yeah, I don't recall what frequency it is, but I know the one I'm using is listed as a digital test pair for repeaters because I have a duplex hotspot.
Well, it's 88 or 86. The Scrubba band plan does say no digital, voice only for those two, but maybe you found something else.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to look because I'm pretty sure they list the digital test pair in their band plan.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't want to be out here telling anybody what to do. I just wanted to get hold of Greg there and see if he knew about the new test pair, and if he wants to move, that'd be great. And if not, it is what it is. I'll be moving at some point. I've got an RFC into Scrubba, and Greg, I meant to mention that to you. I forgot. So, when Scrubba coordinates me somewhere, then I'll be fine. And in fact, the one guy that I was talking to about 420 Scrubba, he said, don't even bother, chasing down what's going on. We'll move you in a couple months. So I'm cool with that. No worries. But it sounds like Greg and I are going to work out something.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset about it. I'm just saying, if there's so many hotspots out there that they really should list, what should be done with a hotspot. So I just looked it up here. I'm using 444-4625. It says test pair input repeater input digital only.
Well, that sounds perfectly kosher to me. Yeah. Sounds like you found something. Yeah, I'm on. So this is a digital thing, a new thing. Not digital. I keep saying that, but it's not. It's a new narrowband allocation, and it's not really ready to go yet. The only thing they've announced is a test pair, because there's a whole bunch of linking on there. The 439 band has been used for like 420 for links, and they got to move all those people in order to start moving people that want to put their their narrowband repeaters up somewhere. There's been kind of a hue and cry for pairs, and so Scrubba came up with this 439 in, 430 out, and they're just starting to roll that out. It's going to take some time yet, but it sounds like what you're doing you said 446 is completely kosher. I think you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'm transmitting on, let's see, 444-4625. So that's where I'm at. And then there's a 5 megahertz offset, which I have my other frequency, on. So, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess I wouldn't be interfering with you because we're on different channels. But, yeah, I'm over in Woodland Hills in the San Fernando Valley. So I just thought there would be a good chance that I would be line of sight to your repeater.
I'd say you're right. There's a pretty good chance of that. Yeah, it looks down the valley. So, okay, well, I appreciate your concern. Thanks for checking.
Yeah, and if you have anybody at Scrubba that, can figure out what to do with hotspots and publish it, definitely let them know,
I kind of have some contacts there, but mostly just by email, so which everybody else can do, right? So anyway, the repeater currently is on 430.5 with input up 9, and time slot 2 is open to people. It's not Brandmeister. I'm running something called HB Link, and I only bring in a few talk groups because I never liked Brandmeister. I never really liked DMR because of the Brandmeister madness. So with HB Link, as a repeater owner, I get to control what talk groups there are, and not willy-nilly every freaking user in the world stomping on each other and making a mess of things. Sorry, I'm very opinionated about this, but I finally found this HB Link thing that I feel like I actually have some control over my own machine, and that's why it's on the air after it's been in my garage for, 6 years or more.
Yeah, I work on. I understand what you're saying about Brandmeister. It definitely can be a confusing with all the different. You just key up and the talk group is live. So I definitely understand what you're talking about there. It's just real convenient for the user. But then when the talk groups, start taking over each other, and the person you're talking to disappears because somebody keyed up on a different talk group, I definitely feel what you're feeling.
Yeah, and I like to use Motorola gear instead of the Chinese stuff, so I don't have the ability to listen promiscuously on the time slots and figure out what's going on. HB Link, some of the good things about it, kind of shows me what's going on. So when that happens, I'll have some clue without having a radio that won't tell me.
Yeah, I was looking at your website. Is your repeater system, is that an open system, or is that something I can check out?
You're absolutely welcome. Check it out. And it's a close group of old time friends, and we're not really what's the word, cliquish, but we're just a bunch of old friends, and we talk to each other a lot.
Yeah, it looks like you have a box on Oat Mountain. Is that right?
Yes, San Ynez, Oat, Blue Ridge, Santiago, and Black down in Yuma. Those are mine.
Yeah, cool. I'll check out the Oat Mountain, and it looks like I can get into All-Star as well, so I'll check those out and maybe listen around this weekend. But hey, I got to get going here. The family's hungry for dinner, and good talking to you. This is K6EGG. I'm going to be clear.
Thanks for giving me a call. I appreciate it. And it's good to get to meet some people here on DStar. This is working really great for me. So, alrighty, man. We'll be listening on All-Star for sure, because that's where I'm at. I'm a big All-Star guy. Yeah. See you later. 7-3 WD6AWP.
All right. So, what the conversation, I don't know how long you guys been watching. What that conversation was about a frequency that I'm using for my hotspot, which is 439-500. Obviously, when I transmit, it's going further away than my house that I'm using it in, which my hotspot's sitting on top of my computer right now. Right now, at this moment, I'm using an outside antenna, and with, even with a watt in Southern California, I'm bouncing around all these mountains around this area, and it just happens to be when I looked for this frequency for a hotspot, the LA basin is very, very, very congested with frequency allocation. So finding a good frequency to use for my hotspot that's not listed, which I did, 439-500. Apparently, Scuba decided to give away that frequency for some test info or testing for a DMR repeater that'll eventually they'll move over to another frequency. That is not listed anywhere. It's not listed as a test frequency. It's not listed in any band plan. Technically, I'm in the right because it's not coordinated. It was not coordinated when I started doing this in August. It sounded like he just went on the air about a couple weeks ago, 5 or 6 weeks ago, it sounded like. So I personally don't mind moving, but I think they need to issue a little more of a band plan for hotspots. For me, in Southern California, like I said, it's very congested. When I'm driving around in Southern California, I can hit a lot of different repeater sites. So frequencies are very, very hard to find to use mobily. I even noticed when I drive around in my Chevy Volt there that I was noticing something on that frequency. So I don't know how this is going to play out. If they assign me a frequency and I can use it everywhere, I don't mind doing it. But if they don't, I don't think I'm going to plan on moving at this point. They're not really in charge of me. I'm not really out of the band plan at all. They just assigned stuff thinking that nobody's on it, which there wasn't anybody assigned to it. I was on it before them. So, but I understand the situation. I don't mind working with them, but it's just very congested situation here in Los Angeles. We're getting pretty squeezed. I know for me, I work on wireless microphones at work, and we used to have all the way up to the 800 megahertz, 840 megahertz to use, or actually the 868 megahertz to use our RF microphones. Now we're limited below 600. So we got squeezed out pretty bad, and I'm, on a personal standpoint, I'm getting tired of getting squeezed around. So we'll see how this plays out. I don't mind the email. Maybe we can chat on the phone. Yeah, Michael, unfortunately, that's not how it works. That's the way I did it. What I did was, I'll go through a list of things I did. There's something called the scuba, what she brought up. Let me see if I can bring up the actual, this is what it is, actually. It's a Southern California radio, whatever. They basically coordinate all the different frequencies for ham radio in Southern California. What I did is I went to their website, I went to the ham radio repeater book, and I went to every single ham radio repeater website that I can find that lists any repeaters old that are even turned off. And I made sure I stayed away from every single one of those frequencies. I came to 439-500. That's the best I found. That's actually basically the only one I found that wasn't really assigned to anything officially. Obviously, that's not the case. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with what they say. I haven't gotten an email. It looks like I just got an email in. Looks like I just got an email, and I don't want to put it online, but just a little frustrating. Like I said, it's just hard driving around with a hotspot in California. It's one thing if you're in a truck and you're driving across Nevada, you don't have to worry about too much unless you're going through a city and you're only in the city for about 15 minutes and you're not really bugging anybody too much. But we'll see. We'll see how what they can do. It's not too hard for me to reprogram something, so I can do it on the fly very quickly. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. Let me bring up a map of Southern California real quick here, so you guys have an idea of frequencies or places where they put repeaters. All right, so let's go over to, here's a map of Southern California. I am about right here where this dot is. There are repeaters right here and called what they call Sunset Ridge. There's some repeaters over on Box Springs, which is in Riverside area. All in the mountains over here, different little peaks, Keller Peak, Heaps Peak. There's some up in Big Bear, all in this area here. And keep in mind, all those frequencies will reach all into this desert area and all over into Southern California up against these foothills. There are repeaters also in the Temecula area up in about the hills over here. There's Santiago, which is right here, Pleasance Peak or Sierra Peak, I believe they call it. Let me zoom in a little more here, which is just south of me right here. There is even some repeaters up here in Chino Hills. Johnstone Peak, which is in San Dimas. Mount Wilson is a big one. Contractors Peak, which is over here. Oat Mountain, which is up over here. There is some repeaters in downtown Los Angeles, I believe. Some down in Signal Hill in in Long Beach. In Malibu, in the Santa Monica Hills, there's a bunch of repeaters. In Simi Valley and Thousand Oaks, there's all kinds of repeaters. Santa Clarita, there's some repeaters. And all those frequencies on a hilltop can see each other. So, I'm talking on one a frequency that's a repeater that's way over here, which I get. It's not that far away. My wife is calling me right now, so stand by. Sorry about that. Let me go right. I'll be right back. Let me put this up here real quick. I got to take care of something for my wife real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So anyways, let me go back to my map here. So I can be down here in Ontario, and I can be using my hotspot. And even though I probably can't hear the repeater very good, I can be hitting a repeater in the Santa Monica Mountains. So it's just really confusing on how I can get finding a good frequency to use. So hopefully that I can get that going here in the next couple days. But I have to do a lot of reprogramming. Well, not a lot of reprogramming, but to reprogram my hotspot for my car, which is a duplicate of what I have here in my my office. So anybody new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I go on about 2 or 3 days a week, depending on my work and personal schedule. We were just talking to a ham radio operator about a frequency I'm using for my hotspot. And apparently it is now being used for a test pair for a DMR repeater. So, I mean, I'm smashing them out, of course, while they're testing. So I guess they found me from Rancho Cucamonga. So depending on how this goes, I probably will be changing my frequency here. So anyways, I'm going to take a standby here. Yeah. Real quick, Don. So apparently I when I got my hotspot, I was told by a couple different people, find a good frequency to use that's not coordinated with a repeater, a simplex frequency, or anything like that, because you could be interfering with, you know, something that's assigned. Apparently, unbeknownst to me, Scraba, or whatever they're called, assigned this frequency that I'm using, 439-500, to a DMR test pair that's up on Mount Wilson, and I'm smashing out their input. I am doing less than a watt right now. I am doing 0.25 watts, but I have an outside antenna with 9 dB a gain on UHF. And I'm taking out their input on their for their HTs. So it shows you how powerful my base station is. I didn't think so, but that goes to show you how sensitive some of these repeaters are, and, you know, frequencies not being allocated for hotspots. So this is becoming more of an issue. And keep in mind, Mount Wilson's line of sight is probably about, what, 40 miles away, Don? It's like I see an N call sign in there. I don't have a dummy load. I don't have a switch in. I'll just change the frequency if they tell me where. I think the thing is, this is becoming more of a problem. I've talked to a couple of truck guys that say they get some interference with stuff going through in and out of cities. So what frequency are you using, Don? Yeah, it's going to be getting confusing here. So anyways, that's my problem with stuff right now. It's secret. It's a secret frequency. All right, I'll go sit in front of your house one night and or one morning and listen to see what your hotspot is. I could probably hit it from my house, maybe. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. Kind of interesting. Didn't think that was going to be a problem, but thought I was on a clean frequency. So anybody in the Hey Tim, how you doing, man? I see you in there. I'll follow up with you. All right. I thought I saw excuse me, I thought I saw something on 438. I'll have to look. I was getting some interference. Excuse-moi. So it looks like we had an N7 in there from Washington. I'm still monitoring Reflector 12 Alpha. And Tim, I just got your email a few minutes ago. I'm going to sign off of YouTube for a little bit. I want to appreciate everybody watching here today. I'll probably be back on in just a couple hours. So if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there below. I would appreciate it. Maybe I'll show you guys how to reprogram your frequency in your hotspot. It sounds like I might be doing that a little later. So anyways, this is Greg, K6EGG. You have a good one, and I hope to have you guys follow me here in a couple hours when I get back online. So take care. This is Greg, K6EGG.